We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet. He's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today. He has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Washington.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Throwing on second down, Daniel. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Tyler Newbin up from the secondary, working his way in to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Eric Gray to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Third down, here's Wilson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. Look at the big man go. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. A big play there for Washington. That goes for 58.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. That one complete to Brian Robinson.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. He'll try it, and he's in! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Giants nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, nowhere to go. He is taken down. Von Miller, he gets into drop-ins. It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. And now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. This one not quite on target. That'll be too much. That one falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it...
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commander. 2 touchdowns for him. talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Makes the score. Commanders 17. Giants nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So, after 17-0, the early score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24 as we are ready to get back underway. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Gun, here's Russ. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On second down, Russ. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On the ground, here's Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's Wilson. Throw left side. That's Johnson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Bobby Okereke in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
I really like what I see out of this defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
On second down, it's Daniels. That is hard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And he's in. What a drop. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Gray going to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Russ. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Raheem Nunez-Roches gets him for a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Wilson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He's got his man, Wandale Robinson, and he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Wilson will throw again. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Get this into the hands of neighbors. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Now it's Wilson. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try to run. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board just before halftime. Halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 34 yards.
A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Giants.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision, maintain possession of the ball.
They'll run with Tracy. Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Wilson now going to keep it on the zone read.
The quarterback runs it on the outside.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Wilson lines up in the pistol. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Russell Wilson, touchdown, Giants. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Commanders 24, Giants 10.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And it's going to be a Commander's 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Washington.
Washington 1st down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 11. From the shotgun on third down. Daniel. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Harry, McLaurin, touchdown Commander.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
31, Giants 10.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Ray going to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down from him.
Third down.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. gun. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for a
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
result of the play is a turnover.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He takes off, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Right here with Robinson. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The tackle made.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They'll motion over Samuel. Play action. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Raheem Nunez-Roches in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he's going to have to eat.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets to run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10.
Daniels pass complete to Terry Tiburon. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A big play there on the scramble. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Give it to Eckler on the option. He's to the 10, and he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Fighting for the goal line, he lost the football, it's out! And they will get another chance, they cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Daniel. And he will score again. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commander stretched things out even further.
Makes the score. Commanders 40, Giants 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And now the hill to climb has gotten steeper. They had the safety the last time they had a football. That led to a touchdown a moment ago. So the deficit going in the wrong direction. We'll try to right the ship here. It's 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They'll motion over Samuel. They show can't sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Man in motion is Brown. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead.
Commanders 47, Giants 10.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Now it's Wilson. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.